Hi everyone. Now last week we went on a mountain adventure with Jesus and found ourselves at the top of a mountain as we heard the story of how Jesus and three of his friends had such an amazing time at the top of that mountain. Jesus shone with the glory of God. Moses and Elijah turned up and God spoke from a cloud. It was incredible, but it had to come to an end because all adventures have to come to an end, don't they? So they came back down the mountain. Where do you find yourself when you're at the bottom of a mountain? Well, quite often you're in a valley, aren't you, in between two hills or mountains. And maybe it doesn't feel as exciting as that mountaintop experience. And for Jesus' friends, maybe that's how they felt after having such an amazing time with Jesus on the top of the mountain. Maybe they felt like, well, that adventure with Jesus is now over. But it wasn't. It was just that a very different kind of adventure with Jesus awaited them next.
Today we will go on a walk, and as we do, we're going to look out for signs. There are signs all around us. Some point us in the right direction, some give us information, and some give us warnings. I wonder if the next time you go for a walk, can you look out for all the different signs along the way? On our adventure or journey with Jesus today, we are also going to look out for some signs. The next part of the story sees Jesus joining with the rest of his followers and a large crowd. A man in the crowd needed Jesus' help. His son needed help. He was very troubled and suffering greatly. Jesus' followers had tried to help, but this time they couldn't. They needed Jesus. The boy's father knew that he needed Jesus' help. And Jesus did help the boy and heal him. Now, did you spot any signs in that story? Well, maybe not signposts stuck in the ground like some of our Lighthouse leaders spotted on their walk. But the sign in our story today is the miracle that Jesus was able to do by helping and healing the boy. You see, Jesus' miracles are like signs that point us towards who he is and what he had come to do. Can you think of any other signs in the Bible? When Jesus fed 5,000 people, when he calmed the sea, there are lots of miracles. And these all point to the fact that Jesus is no ordinary man. He is God's son, because he can do what only God can do. They show us what Jesus came to do, to show God's power, to live out God's love, and ultimately to bring God's great rescue. What an amazing journey, and the great thing is that when we follow him, each day is an adventure, getting to know him more and more, and becoming more like him. It won't all be exciting mountaintop days. Some days will just be normal, or even hard valley days. But this is all part of the great adventure of following Jesus.